Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 100 of the regular season. Astros win 3-1 over the Texas Rangers, sweep our little brothers of Texas, and a pretty nice win. Zach Greinke had 6 pretty good innings of baseball, and then a 7th that was sketchy, but Christian Javier dialed it up. He was great. Presley got his 18th save of the year. The offense did enough. And before I get into it, today is also the 1-year anniversary of the first actual regular season recap that I did. It was last year. It was against the Mariners, and it was a Verlander win where he went 6 innings, I believe 8 strikeouts, and 2 runs, which would be the last start Verlander might ever have as an Astro, which is a sad sentence to say. But that was a year ago. And it's interesting. I'm not going to claim, I make fantastic content now, because there's still a lot of things that I want to improve with this channel and with how I do things, but seeing how it was a year ago to now is kind of impressive to just see how, not to say how good I am now, but how bad I was a year ago. Because the first video I ever made, which I completely forgot about, I was going to do an anniversary for that, but then I forgot, which is why I'm making a deal of this one, was a recap of a scrimmage, and I did that without notes because there were no notes available. And then immediately after that, I thought to myself, this is going to suck if I do this off of memory. I need to actually have, information in front of me. Then I used a blank sheet of printer paper that I wrote on and just kind of held up in front of the camera, I balanced it, I guess. And that was super sketchy and bad. And then I got this notebook right here, right under the Namath book. And I wrote in that notebook all of last year and to mid-January of this year I used that. And now I use a tablet which has a lot better information because I can be a lot more descriptive because I'm not trying to fit it all into one page. But now I can also do cuts if I need to, if I need to get other information. So it's come a ways. I'm not quite where I want to be yet, but it's growing. And it's because you guys subscribe and like and comment and watch. That makes me want to better myself and better the channel because I know people are watching and enjoying. And I'm trying to put out a product that is getting better and better as time goes along. And I want to thank the people who have been there from the start of it and who have come along the way, who have given me positive feedback, and even the, what's the word I'm looking for? Constructive criticism along the way. It means a lot, and showing that you guys care and want to see me do more is, I don't want to just get gushy and nerdy and dorky about it, but it really means the world to me that you guys are interested to see what I have to say on a daily basis. And it means a lot. Tomorrow, I want to make sure I'm going to do tomorrow a deadline video for who I might want the Astros to go target. So that'll be tomorrow. On to the actual game today, however, now that I've wasted 2.5 minutes. The Astros win. Pretty good. Nothing really happens for a while, right? Zach Greinke is rolling along. He's having a good outing. And then in the 5th, Eli White homers. How many home runs has Eli White had against just the Astros this year? Because he had the 2 home run game. I'm pretty sure he had another one. He has 6 all year. 4 of them have got to be against us, right? 4 of them have got to be against Houston. It's kind of ridiculous. So they get their first lead in 99 innings for the Texas Rangers, and that would last about 15 minutes because then the bottom half of the 5th, Astros, they're batting around, they're doing some stuff. Up comes Abraham Toro, and he hits a 2-run shot to score him and McCormick. That made it a 2-1 ball game, which you kind of got to laugh. That I kind of feel bad for the Rangers, but at the same time, I don't. Oof, they lost 12 in a row now. That's a bummer for them. A little bit later on, 6th inning, bit of a weird one. Altuve draws a walk, a pitching change. Brantley flies out. Altuve is in this weird pickoff where he gets picked off, but he was moving to second so quickly and had a good enough jump that he was almost safe on a pickoff attempt, which I haven't seen. When was the last time we saw that? An almost safe pickoff attempt, or just an actual safe pickoff attempt? It's been a while like that, but he is out just by a hair. With 2 outs, Yordan Alvarez does draw a walk, Correa walks, Kyle Tucker singles to make it a 3-1 ball game, and then McCormick strikes out to end the 6th. Then the 7th inning happens, and the 7th inning was really sketchy because Greinke comes up and he's rolling along to that point, he's doing well. 7th inning, and he loads the bases with no outs, and then in comes Christian Javier, who we haven't seen in a little bit, and Christian Javier was absolutely fantastic. In that inning, gets a massive strikeout to start it, a line drive double play, ends the inning. He gives a fist pump, which is unusual to see Christian Javier show any emotion. Excuse the Blue Jay in the background that is screaming at me. But Christian Javier, great outing today. 2 innings of work, no hits, no walks, no runs, pair of strikeouts for him. He was great. And Ryan Pressly comes in. He makes up for yesterday. He gets the save. Good outing from Pressly. He gets a strikeout, no walks, no hits allowed, no runs, obviously. This is a pretty good game. Granted, the offense was a little bit... that Blue Jay is really irritating me. I swear. I'm going to find him. Anyway, now, granted, the offense today wasn't great. 3 runs isn't ideal. 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position isn't ideal. Had a few double plays today. I believe it was a pair of them. I thought there was a third one, but it was rough offensively. I believe they had 4 hits all day, which isn't great, but they get the win, right? Which, funny thing, if you look at the expected win for the Astros this year, we are way underperforming it, because it has us at a, I believe it was a 636 win percentage that we should be at, and we're at a 610, so we are kind of underperforming, which I thought was interesting. That has nothing to do with anything. I just thought it was interesting, and I wanted to bring that up. But the Astros get the win. They get the sweep. They send the Rangers packing, who have now lost 12 in a row, which, oof, man, that's a bummer for them. I believe, did Oakland already lose today? They are losing currently. They lost yesterday and the day before, so we are now opening that up a little bit in our own division. We have a 5-game lead over Oakland. And who knows, that could be 5.5 by the time the day is over, or 6, which would be great. And that leads me to the next series, because that's all the information you need today. We're playing Seattle, which, if you can do the math, I live in Florida, which means it's 10:10 start times, which is that's the translation for me and my good friend Coffee, along with his good friend Red Bull, are going to be having some interesting nights the next few days as we take on the Mariners for, I believe, a 3-game set, if I'm not mistaken. It is. Tomorrow's game is at 10:10 Eastern, 9:10 Central. Boy, help me. We're going to send Luis Garcia out to the mound. He rolls in with a 2.86 ERA. They have not decided on a starter yet. But that leads me to something interesting. The Mariners, they're doing pretty well. 53-46. They are only a few games back of a wild card spot, 2.5. So the Mariners could potentially... This isn't the Mariners of old that are sort of, a series that you expect for them to lay down in. They are going to have some fight. And they didn't sweep us earlier in the season in Seattle. We took 1 of the 3. But these Mariners are not the crappy, bad Mariners that we've seen in years past. This could be a genuinely entertaining, close and hard-fought series for the Astros to win, if they even do. They might only take 1 of the 3. But I have rambled long enough. That's really all I have to say for today. Thank you if you stuck through the video. This was a very rambly one. And I'll be here tomorrow at actually probably the day after at 2 in the morning to talk about the Mariners game. So, that is all I have to say. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. And as always, go Astros.